Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to part 3 of The Sound of Her Love. Basically, we made a phone call on part 2, and she's supposed to be bringing us a book. The book supposed to be awesome. I hope it is, so let's see what goes. Carrie and I have seemed to have developed quite a good friendship within just the course of a day. It's quite surprising. As I returned to the seat by my desk, I peered at the file of papers I had left laying before me. All that I was doing homework. Don't need homework, just toss it to the side. There's nothing else I can think of doing, so I reach up on the shelf where I left my workbook and continue with the task I was doing. If I get out of the way now, maybe I have more time later in the week to speak with Carrie again. Good reason to do your homework, honey. Uh-oh, we're back at school. A breeze rustles my coat as I approach the school gates. In contrast with yesterday, the sound and sights of the other students fill my mind as I move swiftly to get to homeroom. The morning this time of the year are very cold. Dispelling the idle thoughts in my head, one thing for sure is missing: the presence of Carrie. I kind of walked to school with her yesterday, so I thought I'd see her again today. Though I guess for her it wasn't a mistake that she'd come so early. She told me meet her at lunch so she could give me a book, didn't she? My timetable lessons don't look very promising, so I give me something to think about. The half-full classroom is split between those enthralled to be in lessons and apathic slackers who just want to get hit other with. Don't you mean get hit over with? I sat at my desk to join the later group. Dust shimmers as sunlight enters through the windows. One by one, more students enter the class and the clock leaps towards 8. My mind wanders on the thought of Carrie once more. Where am I supposed to find her when the lunch bell rings? The most reasonable place would be the cafeteria. Or maybe not. I doubt she's comfortable giving me a present in front of a crowd of people, even if it's just a book. I lean back against the chair as I typically would, and I watch the clock spin and spin as the lessons go by, waiting for lunch bell to arrive. Stretching my arms, I look up at the clock to check if the sound I just heard wasn't in hallucination. I think it's misspelled. I don't have synchronizers as far as I'm aware. People are definitely getting up, leaving the classroom, likely heading towards the cafeteria. Some do stay behind. I guess various Japanese high school customs still stick, even in a foreign school. The curriculum may be different, but the attitude of the students certainly isn't. Standing up, I trail behind everyone else to leave the room. Looks like I'm the last person to leave. The corridor isn't the only thing that greets me as I step aside.
Here you go.
Oh, well, we get a book, simply leave the classroom. And she looks very shy. Before me stands Carrie. Backing in the sunlight, a book is held out in front of her hands and practically shoved into my chest. Her red face, just zoom in her red face. A profit for apt for the situation. I'm pretty sure mine is too. The blossom of embarrassment on her cheeks is a cute sight. She seems to be reluctant to make eye contact. Oh yeah, just zoom in on more closer now. Whoa. It's only better for me as I get to look at the glint of my own reflection in her amber eyes. Thanks. The book itself is fairly long, judging by the condition of the pages. She must have read it quite a few times. I'm only borrowing it, so she probably wants to read it again. One of her favorites, guys, so I hope you enjoy it. She likely it claims that fact that I take the book from her. The title is embossed on the cover as opposite to a fancy design. It must be a fairly old print, despite the blemishes. She seems to have taken quite good care of it. Once again, a look at Carrie's cute profile. She still holds a brush, which suit her all too well. Her breath is still raging with nervousness. Yep, you can tell. Her breathing, That's why it's zoomed in here. Yeah, nothing else. I watch her chest move inward and okay, now we're getting somewhere. We know why he zoomed in now. As she regains control of her breathing, though, I quickly look away and realize how preserved the action is. How about we get some lunch then? We can't keep standing around here. I flip the book in my bag and invites Carrie to join me for lunch.
Sure.
Carrie's fight with jitters as we both head down to the corridor towards the cafeteria as I spend my second lunch break. No, I doubt I can get used to this. I know I feel that I already am. Noise resonates through the walls of my room as I hear my sister blasting some foreign pop music. I would go in there and tell her to quiet down, but I'm too lazy. I was enjoying a nice lunch break with Carrie. Despite neither of us really saying anything, the remaining classes were rather dull. The only thing that really kept me going was the thought of Carrie, as doodiggy as that sounds, as what? I look to the right. Beside me and sits my book. Carrie has given me earlier. Reading it now would give me something to do. But I don't think I can make it that far into it. It's quite late, and I still had a look left to do. I thought I reminded of Carrie's frustrated face. It really meant a lot to her. Giving it a read couldn't hurt, could it? Read the book. The book is fairly thin, though it still takes me until tomorrow night at the earliest to finish it, that if I can read it fast enough. Though if Carrie asks me about it tomorrow, at least I have something to talk to her about. Gasping for the book, I open the cover and begin reading the page. The theme of it is quite apparent even before the end of the first chapter. It's a love story. The book suits Carrie pretty well. It wouldn't have been weird if the book was a sci-fi novel. It would have been, or something absurd like that. Does she even have a dog? I wouldn't know. Soon enough, I find myself at the end of the second chapter. So far, it's been very interesting, defining something different than what I was expecting from a love story. I should probably make a few mental notes of what I read so far, just to give us something to talk about. She doesn't really converse that much. I want to talk with her more. I set the book down beside me where it once sat. My body twists as I flip out the space between the chair and desk for once. I should probably get to dinner early. We ain't had dinner yet? The path to school has now become quite familiar, now that I had 2 weeks to remember it. A mild gust blows leaves across. I watch them tussle around without direction. Just as I stand across the street, I feel a dainty tap on my shoulder. Oh, it's her. That would be, awkward. Looking to my side, the person I've been waiting to see the most, recently wanting to see the most, stands before my eyes. A sight to behold. Good morning to us. Carrie greets me, her lips curling up slightly into a delicate smile. Good morning. As the light turns green, we both walk harmlessly across. It's not really a surprise for me. I'm pretty sure she did share a part of the walk to school with me. This is where I first met her. How are you today? We ask. I throw the question out to try to make conversation. I enjoy being with her, and getting to speak to her more would make the experience a lot better.
I'm good. What about you?
I'm good as well. Well, that's a good start to a conversation. She smiles at my answer, I guess knowing that your friends are in a good spirit is happy. As I take occasional glances to my side, I seem to notice she's shyly looking in my direction from time to time as well. She turns her head whenever I spot her. Does she want to ask me something? Anything on your mind? It seems that I caught her off guard.
I wanted to know.
Oh, she wants to know something.
Can I walk to school with you more?
Oh, she wants to walk to school with us more often. She wants to walk to school with me. That question seems pretty bold for her, but I'm obligated. Sure thing. Carrie smiles and nods her head cheerfully. I can't deny wanting to walk to school with her as well. I look at my watch and check the time. It's almost 7:45. Shall we meet? Will we meet today then? At 7:35?
That's good with me.
That's good with her. So it's settled then. From today onward, I'll be meeting and walking with a girl on the way to school. It's not something I expected to happen, but I can't complain. In fact, I'm happy. We passed through the school gates and towards the main building, both of us stopping to part ways. I'll see you later.
Sure. Lunch it is.
See you at lunch. I head down the path towards my class with my plans for the day pretty much settled. Oh, that's one way to do it, guys. Just plan it all out. The lunch bell stops ringing just as I make my way out of the classroom. A teacher lets us out early. I'm pretty sure she's enthusiastic about the lessons as we are. I move through the corridor and unsurprisingly find someone waiting for me.
Hello.
Shall we get going to the cafeteria then?
Can we stop at the library first?
I need to return a book. Well, sure, we go to the library. I'm not against it. I wasn't really that hungry anyway. Sure. Speaking of books, I started reading that book you gave me. I've really been liking it so far.
That's good.
Cree smiles and turns her head in my directions. To go to the library? Why sure. She sounds anxious, even more so than normal. I thought we were already going to the library.
Not this one.
Oh. Well, I just got myself in a mess. Probably have to walk clear across town now. The one in the city. She wants to go to the city with me. Sure. I can't keep myself from stuttering moments ago. Just invited me out to the city. That's quite a direct thing to be asking someone she's only been friends with for a mere days. She holds a deep blush on her cheeks, and I too can't keep myself from getting a bit tense. Thank you, she says. We walk down the corridor in unison, only our footsteps audible as we keep a state of silence. Okay, we back, guys. I guess on the next episode we see what happens at the library. I think that's coming up next. I think so. We just wait and see. Now I hope you enjoyed this video. Now check out my channel for more videos. There are more videos than just gaming videos. If you enjoyed this and you're just tuning in, if you want to see more of this, there's a playlist of this video. You can check it out on my channel. Like tons of playlists on my channel. You know, different content. I upload daily content, so a lot of videos on my channel, and always something new. If you do enjoy this content, enjoying my content I'm making, please subscribe to the channel. And until next time, I see you then, pretty much next video.